start with a real bar burner. And it is set for one fall. One submission. One knockout. To determine a winner, can I please have the first combatants to the Rise Arena? Introducing at this time, from Merseyside, Lizzy.
So not only are we looking to crown our first ever Rise Tag Team Champions, but the Rise Women's Championship Tournament continues at SummerSesh as well. You are looking at a standout, Lizzy Styles, who last time she, in her own words, graced us with her presence. She made her presence felt, defeating Little Miss Roxy. Could she pick up another huge win tonight and catapult her up the brackets of the women's tournament?
She is class Charlie Morgan!
And we welcome NXT UK star, the ace, Charlie Morgan, to the Brunel. An incredible upside in this performer. If this is your first time seeing Charlie Morgan, it's going to be memorable. So much passion, so much energy in somebody so young and so fresh to the wrestling world. This is going to be a huge night for her. Not only is she celebrating one of her biggest 2018s ever by becoming a member of the NXT UK roster, but to advance in the Rise Women's Tournament, become the Women's Champion on England's Maddest Wrestling Show. She's got a spoiler in the way in the form of Lizzy Styles, who has been incredibly impressive, not just in promotions in her home of Merseyside, but across the UK as well. Senior official Cowboy John in charge of the action tonight. I can tell you already that the winner of this match advances to the next round in the tournament, and they will be facing Little Miss Roxy. Now, I know Lizzy Styles is in her pomp about this because she's beaten Little Miss Roxy before and here at Rise. You can't be thinking about Little Miss Roxy, you've got to be thinking about the person in front of you. For Lizzy, it's Charlie Morgan, and for Charlie, it is a very capable Lizzy Styles. Do we have a bell? Is the bell at the bar? There we go! Sorry, the bell has been on an afternoon bender with us, so... We're going to get another bell? There we go! All bells at SummerSesh 2018. Emanating from the world-famous Brunel Social Club, as Jason Santiago put it during the pre-show. This is our Ellen Road. This is the epicenter for Rise. Some of the most memorable moments in the history of Rise have happened inside these four walls, and not just at the bar, but in the center of the ring as well. Lizzy Styles starting off strong. Wrist lock keeping Charlie Morgan at bay, but look at the speed of Charlie Morgan, kipping up, breaking through, and immediately taking down Lizzy Styles. Charlie Morgan already a favourite with the Rise faithful. She's got high hopes on becoming not just an NXT UK champion, but a Rise Women's champion as well. Imagine walking into a meeting in Stamford with that Rise championship over your shoulder. Charlie Morgan's got that in mind. Some incredible women's performers have already been a part of this tournament. The aforementioned Little Miss Roxy, the Spitfire of Tyneside in the northeast of England. We've had the Voodoo Queen Amara work her magic. We've had the incredible Lana Austin in this tournament as well. And we're only just getting underway. As is Charlie Morgan and Lizzy Styles, who are establishing dominance. Old school wrestling, arm locks, headlocks, wrist locks. And that's pretty old school. Thumb in the eye, Lizzy Styles, and she takes control. You've got to be very wary with a performer like Lizzy Styles. She is so capable, but she has no issue in reading from the heel rulebook. Look at this! Charlie Morgan with a headstand breaking up that lock. So versatile is Charlie Morgan. Pro Wrestling Eve champion, Bellatrix champion. She's got a resume that speaks for itself. Lizzy Styles would love nothing better than to knock off somebody of such prestige in British wrestling. Lizzy with a go behind. And Charlie Morgan trying to work her way through once again. See, later on tonight we've got an open challenge for the Hardcore Championship. We've got no doubt a lot of shenanigans in a match like that. I believe this is filling our wrestling quota. What a kick by Charlie Morgan. That could have easily been it, but Lizzy Styles getting out of the ring, getting amongst the Rise faithful. She can't be pinned outside the ring. And Styles now knows that Charlie was getting the momentum, so she's buying herself a bit of time, making a little bit of distance between her and Charlie Morgan. And it was effective, luring Charlie Morgan into that kick. And just like that, Lizzy's back in charge. Lizzy's coming to us tonight, as we say, from Merseyside. Certainly one of several wrestlers tonight who have come via the Northwest. Sean Only will be in action later on tonight, and he is fighting Boys to Men. His former, I don't want to say minions, but I kind of want to say minions. Fighting for their freedom later on tonight. Lizzy Styles could put a big win in the Liverpool column, but right now, doesn't look that way as Charlie Morgan takes control once again. Fighting out amongst the Rise faithful. A hard shot to the chest. Styles taking no prisoners against Morgan. And you know, someone like Styles just revels in beating just a 2 count, in beating up someone like Charlie Morgan in amongst the Rise faithful, who she has utter contempt for. Styles now with a snapmare, taking down Morgan, and a big kick to the back of the neck almost. It's just a 2 count. Charlie Morgan really on the receiving end of a very dominant Lizzy Styles. And the Rise faithful willing Charlie Morgan on. But this doesn't mean a thing to Lizzy. Lizzy would love nothing better than to beat Charlie Morgan with boos raining around her. Lizzy's now taking her time against Charlie Morgan. She knows she's got this in hand. Across the ring she goes. We're looking at a running forearm. Oh, we are. A running uppercut. We've seen Lizzy pull this out in many competitions, and it normally leads to a second, but Charlie Morgan saying no. There's a receipt. Morgan now back in control. Is she going to hit another uppercut as well? Yes, she is. Hard strike by the ace. Could we be looking for a third? Straight with that Yakuza kick. Across the head of Lizzy Styles, and Charlie Morgan knows she's back in charge. the ace, looking to earn her way to the next round of this tournament. Big kick to the back of the head. That could easily be enough. Those hard, fast strikes of Charlie Morgan has served her well everywhere she's gone in the British wrestling world, as has this spinning kick. No! Oh, and Lizzy had it well scouted. Big neck breaker by Lizzy Styles. When you are a champion like Charlie Morgan is, you have a huge target on your back, and Lizzy Styles knew what she was going for, knew how to counter it, but it was just a 2 count. Lizzy looks a little bit flustered by this. Lizzy hasn't quite found an answer for Charlie Morgan yet. And you can see that frustration. She's just pie-facing Charlie Morgan. You do not want to be pie-facing Charlie Morgan. Across the chest. Got a kind of pie face-off going on in the center of the ring. Big kick, looking for that huge DDT, and Lizzy Styles sees it coming. Schoolgirl roll up, and she's got the tights.
Lizzy Styles.
Well, Styles was struggling to find an answer for Charlie Morgan, so she took the opportunity to take arguably a cheap way out. It was a schoolgirl roll up, a handful of tights, and Lizzy Styles advances to the next round of the tournament, albeit controversially. A chorus of boos reserved just for Lizzy Styles. One heck of a way to kick off Rise SummerSesh 2018. A great showing by both competitors, and thanks Styles, that's stay classy. Charlie Morgan.
Please come back. Let's hear it for Charlie Morgan.
Charlie Morgan, who had an amazing showing in that match tonight, was not the night.
Let's hear it for the ace. She is fearless. She is Charlie Morgan.
She might be out of the tournament, but you know what? The Rise Women's Division is a lot better for the ace, fearless Charlie Morgan being a part of it.